How's it going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. The streak is still alive, man. I think day number 6 or 7 of it, and here we are again with another video. So for this one, we're kicking it all the way back to 2K13, basically using these rosters that are based in 2013. You see the roster here, the team we're going to be rebuilding, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, this is a year before LeBron came back to the team. So if we go over to the Heat here, I don't think he's going to be leaving. It says he's extremely loyal and he's leaning towards resigning. So I don't think we're going to get LeBron this offseason. So you don't have to worry about that. It'll just be like in real life, basically. But even if he is in free agency, I'm not going to pursue him at all. So we're going to try to rebuild them that way without going for LeBron. You see the guys we have on our team, a bunch of one-year deals, which can be either really good or really bad because we're going to have some cap space to try to sign to big-name players. I'm hoping that we can keep, like Tristan Thompson, this guy I want to keep. Dion Waiters I would like to keep, even though he's not that good here. But everybody else is expendable, except for, of course, Kyrie Irving. So this is a team we're rolling with, man. I don't think I'm going to make any trades to start off with. One of the best thing about this roster is that those players that were drafted after 2K13, they're pretty much not in the game. Or if they are in the game, the overall is so low that they won't be picked up from any team, which is great. Because when you download rosters like this, they'll have the guys that were drafted after this. They'll just be in free agency, and then other teams will sign them, and then this is going to mess up the entire thing. But this roster does a good job of preventing that, but just pretty much getting them off the roster completely. I think he kind of traded them to the EuroLeague teams. So this is a roster we're using like any roster on the 2K share. It's not perfect, but it's going to be functional enough that we can have a nice video from it. So I'm just going to slowly go through the roster. If you want to pause anywhere, 2013, we actually rebuilt this team a while ago, the dream team that never was, basically. Yeah, you can pause anywhere if you want to see anything, but basically year number 1, I think I'm just going to sim some games. I'm expecting us to have a pretty bad record, pretty high draft pick. I did download a 2014 draft class, so like Giannis Antetokounmpo's in there, Dante Exum, a lot of those guys are in it. So, but you guys know me, I don't actually like draft. So okay, enough of my talking. We're going to go to the All-Star break. I'll show you stats and everything, and then we're going to get to the playoffs, which I don't think we're going to be a part of. But then the offseason comes, and that's when things are going to go down. All right, guys, the team is actually doing good, which is crazy because in real life, this team ended up with like 20 wins on the season. But it's really due to Kyrie Irving dropping 23 a game. I want to see who's leading the league in scoring. LeBron James, KD, Klay Thompson, James Harden. So you can see here, a lot of guys are doing good things there. I'm so surprised that we're actually doing pretty good. So I'm going to continue to simulate, go to the end of the season. It seems like we're going to be making the playoffs. We're sitting at the 3rd seed, so I'll see you guys there. LeBron James wins MVP. Anthony Davis, Rookie of the Year. 6th Man of the Year goes to J.R. Smith. DeAndre Jordan wins Defensive Player of the Year. OJ Mayo wins Most Improved with that crazy hair. And then Eric Spoelstra wins Coach of the Year. So we did make the playoffs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we fell all the way down to the 7th seed. We were at the 3rd seed at the All-Star break. When kind of in a slump, you see we ended on a 6-game losing streak, so nothing really good. But let's see. We're going to simulate the entire first round, and we lost in 5. No big deal, though. Again, I didn't expect us to make the playoffs, so I wasn't going to be upset if we got eliminated round number 1 as we did. And the Miami Heat win the championship, and they beat Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. Chris Paul finally gets to the championship, but loses. All right. So now the offseason where things really go down for me. You see all these guys retiring there. Vince Carter is Vince Carter was going to be the only Hall of Fame inductee there. So let's go right to the draft and try to make some trades. I know we don't have many bodies because we had a bunch of one-year deals. So who do we have? We have CJ Miles, Kyrie Irving, and Omri Caspi. So CJ Miles in this first round pick, what can we get for those two guys? I'm guessing nothing really. We can trade to get a first rounder for next season. We can pick up Jared Sullinger and Jeff Green, which is I guess. Yeah, I didn't expect anything like terrific. I definitely didn't expect like monster trades. This trade looks pretty good. 1-year deal, 17 mil with the old cap is not that great of a deal, especially since I don't know if he's going to want to re-sign back. So I'm going to actually orchestrate a trade, I'm guessing, to get rid of this first round pick, even if it's just to get one for next year or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I actually decided to do this trade. You see we got $45 million in cap space, even with Greg Monroe on the team now. Trading Omri Caspi, the first rounder. Spencer Hawes is also going to be tagged along, but I'm actually going to trade Spencer Hawes in this second rounder and see if we can get like, yeah, a future first round pick. That was the plan there. So here we go. Let's do that. And then that's the only trade we're going to do. You see, we got $51 million in cap space, which is great. We can go sign a big name free agent. I don't really know who's all in there. Of course, LeBron's probably going to be there, but I told you guys we're not going to pursue him. Dwayne Wade is probably going to be there. Actually, both of those players may have actually resigned. But here's the draft class. Wiggins was there, Marcus Smart, Aaron Gordon. You see all these guys. I downloaded this draft class, but it only went to the top 10 players. After that, it was just random players. Oh, Noah Vonleh's actually in there too, but just random names after that. So we didn't have any rookies. Let's go to team and player options. I don't even know if we have that. Anderson Varejao wants $10 million. Not going to give him that. Sean Livingston wants $5 million. Not going to give him that either. Everybody pretty much declined their options. So we got some options, I guess. D12 would not be a bad person to pick up at 27 years old. DeMar DeRozan is there at 26. So we got some options, and hopefully we can capitalize. 1 year, $9 million is okay. I'll take that for Tristan Thompson. Dion Waiters, you can go. With your overall point, I don't think you're worth it. So let's go ahead and offer this to Tristan Thompson. Hopefully he'll come back. We got bird rights on Anderson Varejao, 33 years old, 70-something overall. I'm going to let everybody else walk, and we do have bird rights on a couple players, so if we need to, we'll keep them or go back and get them. So let's sign Tristan Thompson here. So LeBron is there, of course, as we thought he would be. D12 is a guy we want to go after. He wants to make about the same amount of money as LeBron now. I'll give it to him just because we want another great guy on the team. I wouldn't know if I even consider Dwight Howard a great guy, but we'll take that. I'm going to offer Andre Drummond a big deal too. He's 22 years old, so he's going to get nothing but better. Let's offer him $20 million in a player option. It won't hurt. He's restricted, so they may match it, but if they match it, no big deal. I also want to give Bradley or DeMar DeRozan this contract. He only wants $15 million. I can give him 20. Honestly, I would give him 20, give him a player option, and then we won't have much money for the future, honestly. But I think DeMar DeRozan, his overall is going to jump up a lot. I would expect it. I mean, 26 years old. In real life, I think his overall is about a 90. I want to say 88 to 90. So maybe he'll accept that. He's got a lot of offers, but we're at the top of the list. We definitely offered the most money by far. Maybe I'll overpay, but no big deal. I also threw in no trade clause to go along with it. So other than that, we're just going to sign some other players to just fill the roster a little bit. Take a look at it. We got nobody right now, like nobody. Tristan Thompson, I'm probably going to switch to center as he is in real life. All right, so let's sign the rest of these players. All right, so I'm finished with free agency. We didn't even fill the roster because we really didn't have money. So I'm actually going to let the assistant GM fill the roster. I think we got 10 players. You need at least 13 to start the season. Player progression, here we go. Oh yeah, we did sign DeMar DeRozan and Andre Drummond. That's why we didn't have much money left over. I forgot to mention that. And they got a lot better. We got a nice young core here. We got Kyrie Irving. We got Andre Drummond, DeMar DeRozan. These are 3 future All-Stars. So that's great. We have Greg Monroe, who I actually regret trading for now, just because that contract is such a big point. So we may trade him once the season starts. We did go back to pick up Dion Waiters and Anderson Varejao just because we had bird rights, so we had the money. So I'm going to go to training camp, and I'm going to probably do untapped potential on one of our young guys again, just to keep them getting better and better each season. Probably going to do Kyrie Irving, since he's probably the youngest out of our, I guess, big 3, if you want to call him that. So let's do that. Kyrie Irving, perfect. His thing was already A+, so maybe I wasted that. But anyway, they're going to ask us, do we want them to sign some players? Of course. So look at the rotation for season number 2, at least right now. We got Danny Granger as our starting small forward, and I don't like that because Danny Granger is not a start in the league, especially not at a 71. So I may make DeMar DeRozan the small forward and probably bring CJ Miles up to shooting guard. But what I wanted to do first, like I said, is try to trade Greg Monroe in a first rounder. Maybe we can get an upgrade for a lesser amount of money. We'll see what they offering us. Jimmy Butler, okay, but we really don't need another wing player. I'd prefer to get actually, let me think about this, because we have Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson is okay. Tristan Thompson will be a great start in power forward. So maybe we can go get Jimmy. Dame Dollar. Yo, if we do this, we'll be in so much debt. And we already have Kyrie Irving, so probably not the smartest trade. This Jimmy Butler trade is actually making a lot of sense, though. So, they're making about the same amount of money. Let's do it. And what I'm going to do is change either Jimmy or DeMar DeRozan. I'm going to change DeMar DeRozan to small forward. No, Jimmy, because he's a little heavier, 4 pounds over, 4 pounds more, which is not a big deal. But, I don't know, small forwards are usually bigger than shooting guards. So those extra pounds could probably help. All right, I like this team right now. Okay, after that trade, I actually do like the team a lot. I want to shorten the rotation. Don't want Luke Rittenhouse getting any minutes there. So this is the rotation going to season number 2. I do think it's a playoff team for sure. Championship, a little iffy, but we'll see what we can do in season number 2. I wasn't expecting this, but the team is going ridiculous. Like, they're just tearing things up. 46-8 at this point. You see, we're leading the Eastern Conference. Best record in the league, actually, led by these young guys on our team. I think that trade for Jimmy actually helped us a bunch. Honestly do. You see he's averaging 16, which is pretty good. Actually, I'll show you everybody's stats right now. Kyrie leading the way with scoring and assists. I know DeMar DeRozan's leading in assists, but everybody else is doing great things, man. Andre Drummond's averaging his double-double with 2.5 blocks, which is great. Tristan Thompson getting his rebounds. Not so much the points, because that's not what we need him to do, but those rebounds are definitely clutch. I'm sure of it. And the rest of the guys are whatever. Ooh, I didn't know we had Hedo Turkoglu. That's one of the... Okay, doesn't matter. I'm getting sidetracked. But the team is doing good. And because of that, I'm not going to make any trades. I wonder if we have any All-Stars because of that. Yeah, whoa. 4 out of our 5 starters are in the All-Star game. Kyrie Irving, Andre Drummond, DeMar DeRozan, and Jimmy Butler all make the All-Star game, which is great. Because usually when we do this and we put together a team that has the best record in the league, we don't end up having any All-Stars. But they didn't cheat us this time, which is perfect. Dunk contest, Marcus Smart, Julius Randle, Elfrid Payton? In the dunk contest? Okay, and Lucas Nogueira, 3-point shootout, nobody that concerns us. So we're going to continue to simulate, go into the playoffs, and maybe even in season number 2, we go win a championship. Chris Paul wins most valuable player, man, averaging 23 and 10. Great. I mean, one of my favorite point guards of all time. So good job to Chris Paul. Joel Embiid wins Rookie of the Year. Kemba Walker, 6th man. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. And Derrick Rose wins Most Improved. Coach of the Year goes to David Blatt, who is our coach right now. We finished at 66 and 16. Our overall is a 90, basically. I did not know that until just now, which is great. I wonder if we have any people on our team on any of these lists. Nope. No biggie, though, because we did finish with the best record in the league. So round 1 is against the team up north, the Toronto Raptors. So game 1, we win. Actually, let's go round by round, actually. We sweep them. Next round is against Philly. See who Philly has, because they picked up Aaron Gordon in the draft. Oh, Al Horford. I guess they signed Al Horford in free agency. Okay. They still got Justin Holiday. They got Justin Holiday and Drew Holiday on their team, actually. They got Metta World Peace, who's going to be the X Factor. He's going to be the X Factor. But let's see if we can get past them, too. And we sweep them. Boston Celtics next on the list. Kyrie Irving pulled his hamstring. And that was in the last game. You see, he's played all 8 playoff games so far, so it's no good that we just lost. Oh, no, he's playing through it. What a champ. And he's still getting 41 minutes. All right, Kyrie, I respect it. And we're going against D12, Wiggins, Ty Lawson, Aaron Gordon. This team is weird, but I think it kind of works, man. They also have Julius Randle. It's weird. Paul Pierce is on the team. Like, it's definitely weird, but it's a good team. We swept them. We swept the East, guys. We swept the East. Where's LeBron? He must have went out west. There's no way LeBron didn't make the playoffs. He's on the Kings. And the Kings were the number 4 seed. They lost. Minnesota, though. Who did Minnesota have? They had to sign somebody big or made a big trade or something. There's no way Minnesota... What? Kevin Love and Kendrick Perkins? Hold on. Kevin Love and Kendrick Perkins just led a team to the finals. 2K surprises me every single day. Kevin Love has to be averaging like 40. He's only averaging 20. So where's the rest of their points coming from? Brandon Bass is averaging 12. Bojan Bogdanovic is averaging 15. Cal Singler. If we can't beat this team, I'd be so disappointed. I don't know how this team gets past the Spurs. Who do the Spurs have? I'm sure the Spurs still have their normal guys. I don't know how they lose to that team. Yeah, they have their normal. I don't know. Let's destroy them, though. I was expecting this to be a 3-year challenge, but oh no. Yo, never. Never in a million years. Kevin Love dropped 40. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. Okay, we coming back. We're coming back. Oh my God. What? I know I can't be the only one surprised at this, right? I know that I'm not the only one that's appalled. Like, this is incredible. Kevin Love does it by himself. I don't understand 2K. I don't understand it. It happens to me. It happens to me. We just lost to Kevin Love. A team with 4 All-Stars lost to Kevin Love and Kendrick Perkins. All right, man. I like our team right now. We're probably not going to make any significant changes to it. Everybody's under contract. If I can get like a scoring power forward, though, for Tristan Thompson, that'd be nice. I saw Powell's like perfect, but then they want Jimmy. You know we're not giving up Jimmy. They should know better to even try to get that from us. So I'm not seeing nothing. I'm going to orchestrate my own trade as I usually do. Okay, I'm going to do this trade, move up in the draft. This is actually the 9th pick. This is the 12th pick. We're giving up 2 first-rounders and Dion Waiters to move up. And then we're going to try to package those picks with Tristan Thompson just because I could not find a legitimate trade that makes our team better. And this is probably the one we're going to do. There it is. We trade up for those picks, and then here we go. We pick up Derek Favors, who I would consider a better offensive player by far than Tristan Thompson. So let me just go through everything else just to make sure that's the trade we're going to do. Okay, so Derek Favors is now on the team. You know, it's a 3-year rebuild, so it's our last chance, basically. But if I can flip him, I know. I do this all the time. I trade for players and try to flip them. And I'm not seeing nothing spectacular. Nikola Vucevic. Could I change him to a power forward? I know he's probably not the fastest center in the league, so he probably have a hard time keeping up with some of their smaller power forwards. Oh, he's actually pretty fast for his size. And he has a mid-range jump. We're going to do this trade and make Nikola Vucevic our power forward. And I think I think his overall would actually go up. Ooh, Bradley Beal. We don't need Bradley Beal, though. I think his overall would actually go up based off his stats. So let's hope that was the right move, man. Let's hope it was. We're going to simulate to the end of the draft. I'm just hoping that was the right move. I feel like his overall would jump, right? His stats are more like to a power forward than it is to a center. But we're going to find out in a second here. So overall, before we change it, was an 84. Remember that, 84. We're going to change it, and let's get to like an 86. Let's hope for it like an 86. 85. Okay, it did get better. Not bad that much, but definitely a better offensive guy. He could kind of stretch the floor a little bit. At least he could pop out to the elbow or something to make a mid-range jumper for us. So these guys can... Oh, I didn't want to break CJ back, but he accepted his player option. No big deal, though. It's going to be similar to last season where we don't have a lot of money to sign pretty much anybody. Yeah, we're over the cap, so we're not going to have money to sign. And we got to fill the roster with 5 more people with no money. I don't know how we're going to do it. We're going to do it like this, signing people like Samuel Dellenberry. But I'll be back once I finish filling the roster. Okay, we just offered Zach Randolph our entire mid-level exception, as you can see, all $5.8 million, and he accepted. So Zach Randolph is now on the team. So let's look at the team now. We have Zach Randolph and Nikola Vucevic, which is great. I like everything right now, but we still got bodies to add to the team, backup center. And then I think we got like 2 more people or something along those lines. So yeah, I'll be back again. All right, so we're going to player progression. I didn't even fill the roster again, just like last season. And people got better. Right, okay, Kyrie Irving gets up to a 93. Andre Drummond gets up to a 90. Jimmy Butler gets up to an 80. Zach Randolph overall drops a little bit, but that's no big deal. And then a lot of other people on our bench drop too. But I like the team we got right now, man. I'm expecting us to do big things. Last season, I didn't even know that we had a good enough team to make it to the championship. But this season, I know we do. This season, I know we have the best team in the league. I know I just sent the oldest guy on our team to play out or to potential camp, but I may flip Zach Randolph to get more depth to our bench. So that's why I did that, to kind of up his trade value a little bit, because we got a lot of bodies to fill on this team. I'll show you guys the rotation. Yeah, the bench sucks, basically. The bench is bad. So if I could trade Zach Randolph like a first round pick or two to get some other 70 overalls to kind of fill that bench, that'll be great for us. So that's the plan at this point. So let's try to do that now. We only have one first rounder. Let's see if we could turn that to a couple 70 overall, man. This will be perfect, I guess, though. But we're giving up our 270 overalls to get 270 overalls back. So maybe not the best trade. But out of the ones we're being offered, it may be. It actually may be the best trade. So let's go back to it. Let's make this trade happen. Eric Gordon and Julius Randle are coming to the team. All right. So let's look at the rotation now. I like it. Kyrie Irving, DeMar DeRozan, Jimmy Butler, Nikola Vucevic, Andre Drummond, Eric Gordon off the bench, Julius Randle off the bench. We got Emeka Okafor. In the rotation too? Nah, we can't do that. We can't have Emeka Okafor in the rotation. But we do need another center. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to get another center, whether it be like a low 70 overall player or something. We need another center, so I got to make it happen. Timofey Mozgov is coming to the team as he did in real life. Trading Richard Jefferson, 2 second-round picks. So there we go. We do have a backup center in the rotation now. And now we're looking good. Now we're looking good with our 10-man rotation or 9-man rotation. And now we can get to Simmons some games and hopefully win that championship. Another season, another amazing record at the All-Star break, sitting at 46-7 at this point. Of course, we take a look at the numbers here. Andre Drummond is injured, but he's only day-to-day. So no big deal. Timofey Mozgov is coming in clutch, as you can see. You know, doing his thing to try to keep up with everything. Again, Kyrie Irving leaving our scoring, led by DeMar DeRozan, Jimmy Butler, Eric Gordon off the bench. Nikola Vucevic doing a pretty good job in his new role as a power forward, averaging his double-double. And that's pretty much it. Julius Randle's averaging only 3 points. No big deal, though. I don't need him to go out there and do crazy things. But he's averaging 7 boards, which is great for us. So, to the playoffs we go. Kyrie Irving wins MVP. This is like one of the first times in any of my videos where my star player wins MVP. So I'm excited about that. Rookie of the Year goes to that guy. J.R. Smith, another 6 Man of the Year award. DeAndre Jordan wins Defensive Player of the Year. Tyler Ennis wins Most Improved. And of course, David Blatt, our coach, wins Coach of the Year. Just a couple wins away from the best record of all time. So we did good things. As you can see, I mean, he was the MVP, right? So he had to be on the first team All-NBA. So we're in the playoffs again. And this is our last season, so we have to win the championship. First round should be an easy one. Should get out of here sweeping them, and we do. Next round gets the Indiana Pacers. Now let's see who the Pacers have on their team. Of course, I'm guessing that Paul George is still there. They have Greg Monroe, who used to be on our team, right? Did we trade for? Yeah, we did trade for Greg Monroe briefly. I think. Yeah, we did. Okay. Ray Hibbert. So they got some Twin Towers down there, some big guys that can definitely defend and score the ball a little bit, and Greg Monroe. But I think our team is better. We're going to go game by game for this round because it's more of a challenge than round number 1, but it really wasn't. Eastern Conference Finals against the Knicks. They got Melo, they got Tyson, they got J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert. Same team pretty much as they did. This guy, he shouldn't be in here, I don't think. But anyway, let's get the round going. Oh no, don't let it happen, 2K. Why me? Do we have an injury or something? Kyrie Irving is injured. Oh, my luck. It's always happened to me. Every video, my star player or one of my star players get injured and it makes us lose. But we win that game. Let's go to the next one, man. It's not over yet. I still think we got enough players on this team to get out of this round. Potentially, we're down by 10 with 9 minutes left. It's over, guys. We lost. But hopefully the video was good for you guys. We lost to the championship team. Look at this. Melo wins a ring. 2K needs to stop it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. I had a lot of fun. I think we put together a pretty solid team. Just injuries kind of killed us there in the playoffs. Let me know what I should do next. It's the King of the Fourth. Thanks so much for watching.